Hello and welcome everyone to this episode of Justin Reads. Today I will be reading to you a love poem for prime numbers by Harry Baker. Let's get on to it. 59 wakes up on the wrong side of his bed, realizes all his hair is on one side of his head, takes just under a minute to work out that it's because of the way that he slept. He finds some clothes and gets dressed. He can't help but look in the mirror and be subtly impressed, how he looks rough around the edges and yet casually messed. As he glances out the window, he sees the sight that he gets blessed with of 60 from across the street. Now 60 was beautiful, with perfectly trimmed cuticles, dressed in something suitable, never rude or crude at all, unimprovable, right on time as usual, more on cue than a snooker ball that liked to play it super cool. 59 wanted to tell her that he knew her favorite flower. He wanted to tell her that he thought of her every second, every minute, every hour. But he knew it wouldn't work. He'd never get the girl, because although she lived across the street, they came from different worlds. While 59 admired 60's perfectly round figure, 60 thought 59 was odd. One of his favorite films was 101 Dalmatians. She preferred the sequel. He romanticized the idea that they were star-crossed lovers. They could overcome the odds and evens because they had each other, while she maintained the strict views imposed on by her mother that separate could not be equal. And though at the time he felt stupid and dumb for trying to love a girl controlled by her stupid mum, he should have been comforted by the simple sum: take 59 away from 60, and you're left with the one. Sure enough, after 2 months of moping around, 61 days later, 61 was who he found. He had lost his keys and his parents were out, so one day after school he went into a house. As he noticed the slightly wonky numbers on the door, he wondered why he never introduced himself before. As she let him in, his jaw dropped in awe. 61 was like 60, but a little bit more. She had prettier eyes and an approachable smile, and like him, rough around the edges, casual style. And like him, everything was in disorganized piles, and like him, her mum didn't mind if French stayed a while. Because she was like him and he was like her, she reckoned that she would like him if she knew that he was like her. And it was different this time. I mean, this girl was wicked. So he plucked up the courage and asked the girl for her digits. She said, "I'm 61. He grinned, said, "I'm 59. Today I've had a really nice time, so tomorrow if you wanted, you could come over to mine." She said sure. She loved talking to someone just as quirky. She agreed to this unofficial first date. In the end, he was only ready 1 minute early, but it didn't matter because she arrived 1 minute late. And from that moment on, there was non-stop chatter. How they loved X Factor, how they had 2 factors. But that did not matter. Distinctiveness made them better. By the end of the night, they knew they were meant together. And one day, she was talking about stuck-up 60. She noticed 59 looked a bit shifty. He blushed, told her of his crush. The best thing that never happened because it led to us. 61 was clever, see, not prone to jealousy. She looked him in the eyes and told him quite tenderly, "You're 59, I'm 61. Together we combine to become twice what 60 could ever be." At this point, 59 had tears in his eyes, was so glad to have this one-of-a-kind girl in his life. He told her the very definition of being prime was that with only one in himself could his heart divide, and she was the one he wanted to give his heart to. She said she felt the same now. She knew the films were half true, because that wasn't real love. That love was just a sample. When it came to real love, they were a prime example. So, I hope you guys liked this. I know I flubbed a few words and lines in there. I hope you don't mind. So, thank you guys for listening to this. Always remember, if you do have anything that you would love to hear me read to you guys, just leave it in the comments down below, and I will try and find it and see what I can do. Thank you guys for watching. Have a lovely day. See you in the next one. Peace.